Oh, I accidentally nexted something instead of sending it. It was a motion to remove an interlock device.
Do you remember the name?
Yeah, it's Quentin Davis.
Quentin Davis?
Yep.
I'll let him know.
I don't know where it goes when you next it. There's that. Who are the lawyers?
Mark Heidenheimer, Care Fits, and Surplus.
Who has Robertson?
Surplus.
Probably do his first, just to one case.
Do you have all of the?
Yep.
Documents?
I thought that was hilarious. So
Which one?
Warren asking if we call it the green pass or the Warren really bothers him.
It should, stop asking for it.
Huh.
I get in Dallas and in Denton, those cases take a lot longer to do. You can,
Do they?
Dallas, David Azad said that, in Dallas, your pay structure, you can have it 12 months to 15 months to pay for a misdemeanor. Because it takes that long to get it initially on a docket. Here, we have it done less than 5 to 6 months. And so he said that here it is harder to get paid on a fee than it is other places because you can have them pay less for longer in Dallas. Which I get, but at the same time,
I mean,
it's Collin County.
I've always said, maybe you're charging too much. I left my coffee in here. With my time.
Ooh. If you know someone who is heading north on 75, you might let them know that our officers are having to shut it down. To shut down lanes right now in the rain, clear to free from a crash that just happened.
Good for them.
At El Dorado and 75. Ooh. In the work.
Hmm.
Just in the work.
Yeah, I figured. I turned it off.
Was that Amanda from 644 that called as I was walking out?
Yes.
Or she was out and Michael got a smack it in here.
Well, it's, you're like, hey, it's Amanda.
I don't know who the one that is.
She can see that might be doing it.
What's she?
Somebody on the phone. BPS, the one, but we don't really think in the license.
Well, I saw her calling when I was walking out and I was asking your question. I heard your hand pressing, and I was like,
Yeah.
I can drive these people nuts on the hearings. Let's do this.
don't do that.
Just start chasing, like, just want to verify the legal fill.
What is that? I don't see anything.
That would be so bad.
Two. Got a Claudia and a Tony Fox. Who that was. The detention center is there. Let you bet on all 4 for touchdown scores. That's kind of a crazy bet. Squirrel Williams is headed to Louisiana Tech. Squirrel Williams, the running back for Baylor. Yep. It's where our old offense coordinator's head coach, Cumby. Kendall, offense coordinator.
Where's y'all?
He was Clemson. Lincoln Riley's brother. I don't know. I mean, I think he messed up against K-State and he only scored 7 on Georgia. So
How long have you been with y'all?
1 year.
She came in with Sonny,
He's Sonny's offense coordinator.
and that's a new person.
We have Lakeisha. Who's Lakeisha?
I would assume it's part of somebody.
Could be Molly.
What?
Could be Molly.
I don't think so.
What she does about that?
That's her.
We have Mark, Lakeisha, Derek.
Dirk.
I remember when I first heard his name, I thought it was somebody making fun of the DA. I thought they were making fun of Waddell on our listserv. Hope nothing I'm saying is being transmitted right now. I have it all on pause, I think. Nobody's in the room other than me. We're waiting for a Molly. I think on her first day on the job, she'll be late. Guess I could slowly start letting people in. Huh? We. Oh yeah. Oh, he's reluctant. Detention center. We'll do Dirks first, I think, right? Kara. Waiting for DA. We're just waiting for the DA. You have Miss Robertson, is that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
We'll try. We'll do hers first.
I was anticipating her mom to link in as well, so
Is her name Lakeisha?
but I think that's a sister.
Okay. Well, there's a.
Are they there?
There's a Lakeisha online.
Okay, that's probably the sister. Who knows who's going to be on the screen, but
Right. That's probably her sister doing it for her mom. We're just waiting for Molly.
Okay. Sounds good.
And there's Molly. Do you want Lakeisha in now?
Whenever you're ready, Your Honor, maybe I can just tell her what's up. She'll be confused as to what's going on here, I'm sure.
Okay. Could we get Jessica Roberson or Robertson? There we go.
Good morning, Jessica.
You're muted right now.
Good morning.
Perfect. Now, do you want Lakeisha in right now?
Whatever works for you, sure. If you're ready, Your Honor.
All right. Let's go ahead and get her in here too, so she's part of the whole thing. Molly, this is Jessica Robertson or Roberson.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Just waiting for her. There we go. All right. Lakeisha, you're muted right now. If you want to stay muted, you can until we need you to talk, okay? All right, this is a quad 72-2023, Jessica Marie Roberson. I do have a copy of the mental health assessment that I'll consider for the purpose of hearing. Did you want to call your client to testify?
I would, Your Honor. Thank you.
Ms. Roberson, if you would raise your right hand and be sworn. You swear or affirm testimony about the give be the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes.
All right, you can go ahead.
Good morning. You are Jessica Roberson,
Yes.
and you are here in the county jail because you were arrested for a misdemeanor criminal trespass. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. I have received some information that you are a person in need of mental health, and I wanted to talk to you a little bit about that today, okay?
Mm-hmm.
My understanding is that you have been diagnosed with a schizoaffective disorder. Are you familiar with that term?
Yes.
Is that true?
Yes.
Okay. And does that sometimes show up in your life as hearing voices?
Yes.
Okay. And has that occurred recently?
Yes.
Okay. You've also been diagnosed with depression.
Yes.
And have you been experiencing both of those conditions while in the Collin County Jail?
Yes.
Okay. In connection with your mental health issues, have you been in therapy? Have you been prescribed medications? Do you regulate it in any way?
I've been trying to.
What does that mean?
Trying to get my medication.
Okay, what is your medication?
I'm not sure the names of them, but I'm on 3 different types of medication.
You're on 3 different types of medication.
Yes.
Now, shifting topics on you a little bit, you're from Sacramento, or you live in Sacramento currently, right?
I live in Sacramento. I'm from Dallas, Texas.
Understood. And in that regard, you have local family that has stepped up and agreed to perhaps allow you to stay with them until this case is resolved. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay. And if the court were to release you on a mental health bond, you would have to live at the place that you've agreed to live here in Dallas, right?
Yes.
And you might have to follow conditions of your mental health bond, which could include taking prescribed medications. Do you understand that?
Yes.
And you might have to perhaps even attend therapy if directed, or other conditions that the court might impose on this bond. Do you understand that?
Yes.
And do you understand that the failure to do any of those things would be a violation of the bond, and the judge could put you right back in the Collin County Jail?
Yes.
Do you accept that?
Yes.
Okay. I guess I'll pass the witness on this witness.
Okay, and there's also a Carrie Alexander on the line.
That's Mom.
That's Mom. Do you want Mom brought in?
Yes, please.
Okay.
No questions for this witness.
Okay. Do you want to call the other witnesses?
I was gonna call Mom. That's who I've been talking with as
Okay.
soon as I get her on.
That's Mom's ceiling fan.
Yeah. Oh. We can't hear you.
Yeah, Lakeisha, you're muted right now. Oh, are y'all together?
Yeah, my phone is in the house. I thought it wouldn't go through.
Okay,
Okay,
there we go. All right, do you want her to testify?
please.
All right, if you would raise your right hand and be sworn.
Yeah.
You swear or affirm testimony about to give be the truth, the whole truth, nothing but truth, so be God.
Yes.
All right,
Okay, can you identify yourself for the record?
Carrie Denise Alexander.
Do you know my client Jessica Roberson?
Yes, sir.
And how do you know her?
That's my daughter.
Okay. And do you live locally?
I stay in Dallas, Texas.
Okay, and you've supplied the address of your home, correct, to me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, I do.
If the judge were to release Jessica on what's known as a mental health bond, and you and I have talked about this, right?
Yes, we did.
Would you agree to allow her temporarily to reside with you in your home?
Yes.
And that would be probably until this case is resolved,
Okay.
okay? And would you be willing to let her live there and, kind of make sure she's taking her medications?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have transportation? You look like you're in a car.
We're in a car, but I don't have transportation.
You do not have transportation. Okay. So,
Because that's my phone with the ceiling fan up there.
okay. There's another person in the car with you, and that's LaQuisha, right?
Yes.
Okay. And that's another daughter.
Yes, that's my youngest daughter.
And does she have transportation?
Yes, she does.
Okay. Now I know she's sitting right next to you, but she's not testifying. So to your knowledge, would LaQuisha be willing to provide transportation if necessary to any services that are required? I can always ask her.
Oh.
Not right now, though.
Oh, well, I don't know.
Okay.
If she,
That's fine. That's fine. Okay, but Jessica can reside with you then.
yes.
Okay, thank you. Pass the witness.
any questions from the state?
So, do you realize that this case could take a year or more to resolve?
Serious?
Yes, ma'am.
No, I didn't know that.
So would you be willing to put your daughter up for that amount of time?
That's my child, of course.
Okay. And what do you do for a living, ma'am?
But stay at home.
Pass a witness.
Anything else from this witness?
Not from this witness. Thank you.
Did you want to call Lakeisha?
Yeah, if I may, yes, please.
If you would raise your right hand and be sworn.
I'm gonna run back in the house.
Do you swear or affirm testimony about to give be the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yeah.
Can you state your name for the record?
LaQuisha Jones?
LaQuisha, are you Jessica's sister?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. And I know you were sitting right there, so you may have heard me ask your mom, do you have a car?
Yes.
And I know you have your own family and children and obligations, but would you be willing to, within reason, assist your sister Jessica with transportation to any required services?
Yes.
And, as the prosecutor said, that could take up to a year. I'd be very surprised if it did, but it could go on for quite some time.
That's fine.
Okay. And you're willing to do that?
Yeah.
Okay. What is your day-to-day obligations as far as work and childcare and so forth?
That's it. After I go to work in the morning time. I get off by 1 o'clock. Go pick up my kids by 2. And
Okay.
most of the day I'm just free.
Okay, so you possibly, and I'm not committing you necessarily, but there'd be some afternoon, possibly in the afternoon, you could help your sister out once in a while with some transportation.
Yes,
Okay, and you'd be willing to do that?
yes. If it was
Okay.
morning, that's fine.
Morning too is okay. You just got that window of childcare and work, right?
Yes.
Looks like one of them there now, huh? Okay. All right. Well, thank you, Ms. Jones. I'll pass the witness.
No
Any
questions.
All right. Any other witnesses?
No, thank you. We'll rest.
Does the state have any witnesses?
No, Your Honor, but I would like to read her criminal history into
Okay.
the record.
You can do that.
So in February 9th of 2012, she was arrested for possession of marijuana under 2 ounces. She was convicted and spent 39 days in jail. In May 16th of 2013, she was arrested for theft, $50 to $500. She was convicted and spent 39 days in jail. In July 18th, 2014, she was arrested for criminal trespass, convicted and spent 27 days in jail. In October 7th of 2017, she was arrested for assault, family violence. That was a domestic violence charge, convicted and spent 60 days in jail. On August 1st, 2018, she was arrested for assault, family violence with a previous conviction. She was convicted of a Class A assault, family violence and spent 162 days in jail. On October 1st, 2018, she was arrested for assault, family violence. She was convicted and spent 60 days in jail. And that's all I have.
Okay. Anything else from the state?
No, the state rests and closes.
Any argument from the state?
Yes, Your Honor, we're going to object to the issuing of a mental health PR bond due to her criminal history.
Okay. Yeah, I don't have to give you a mental health bond because of your criminal history, but I think I'm going to take a shot with you and go ahead and get you out on a mental health bond. You've got to do what you say you're going to do, which is get on your medication, stay on your medication, and do all the appointments. You've got to come see me once a month. You'll also have to meet with Tony every week or by phone. And that's Tony in the screen there. Tony, do you want to share anything with her at this point?
Yes, Jessica, when you get released, you should get a folder, and inside that folder is going to be my card. Just give me a call so we can talk about where you're going to be getting your services, what all services you need to be making sure that you're getting, etc. And I'm setting you up for a 6 o'clock release this evening, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Good luck. I'll see you soon. Make sure you make those phone calls to Tony though, okay?
Okay.
She'll let you know everything you need to know.
All right.
Thank you, Your
Thank
Honor.
you.
Thank y'all. See you later.
Am I excused?
Yes.
All right.
Who's Kara's? We're gonna do Brian Walker next, I believe.
Then-
Miss Canyon, you can hit on that. Okay. If just go ahead. I got you. I'll scan you. No, you can go back to your phone.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Mr. Walker, good.
I'm sorry, do we just get off? Or
Yeah, you can just hang up and go take care of your business.
okay, thank you.
All right. See you later.
Have a good day.
You too.
All right. Is there a parole violation?
There seems to be a parole hold out of Colorado, but I haven't been able to find out much more about it.
Okay, because he's not going anywhere if there's a parole hold.
Right. He has a hold out of Dallas too. So if we could just, get him moving along, then he might be able to get out and get treatment sooner than just sitting, was my thought.
I got you. All right. And I do have a copy of the mental health assessment. I'm going to consider that for the purpose of this hearing. And did you want to call your client to testify?
Yes, please.
All right. Mr. Walker, if you would raise your right hand and be sworn. You swear or affirm testimony about to give you the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, stuff you got.
Yes, Your Honor.
Right.
And Mr. Walker, you understand that you have a hold out of Dallas County.
Yes, ma'am.
And possibly a parole hold as well, although you're not sure what that's about.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And, but do you think that you would benefit from having mental health care?
Yes, significantly.
Okay,
I,
that's,
I-
you're good.
Go ahead,
Just-
go ahead.
Yeah. So you have received, care from Metro Care, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And at the time of your arrest, you were homeless, is that accurate?
Yes.
Okay. And you have looked into possibly once you are released from everything, living with Homeward Bound, is that correct?
Yes, as a transit. I've stayed with them before. From what I understand, they have a new facility down in around Ledbetter, but I've stayed with them before, probably about 15 years ago, and I had a very good experience in it. And it really helped my sobriety. I've been in AA for like 28 years, so I'm kind of on a bit of a relapse with regard to medications and not being able to get my medication until just recently. But I still kind of was in the throes of a little bit of the meth and stuff. And so I think that the Homeward Bound will be extremely helpful for me.
Okay. And so we're asking the judge to grant the mental health bonds today, understanding you're not going to be able to immediately get treatment, but hoping that you can go to Dallas and then sort out your other holds so that when you can get out sooner than later and get some care. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I'll pass the witness.
Any questions from the state?
Yes. What's your current diagnosis, sir?
I'm an ADD individual. I had been misdiagnosed as a bipolar and I think like lightly schizophrenic at some point, but it has recently in the last like 3 years, I got a re-diagnosis for ADD, and then the medication that I took was far more effective and far more helpful than any of the bipolar stuff. So we came to the conclusion with my doctor at that time was that I am an ADD individual. I have an ADD condition.
Okay. And you've had several suicide attempts, is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And correct me if I'm wrong, is the last one occurring in May of 2022?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Do you currently feel hopeless or have any kind of thoughts about harming yourself?
Not really. The Collin County is a very nice facility to be held. So I feel like I'm staying, pretty balanced and hopeful with my situation. So I don't really have a lot of suicidal feelings. Maybe like, once a week, it'll kind of drift in a little bit, but because I've been able to get to my church, church started happening again here in the jails, the Catholic church. And then I went to AA yesterday. And so, that's been real helpful to help me stay balanced.
Okay. Pass a witness.
No
Any
further
further
questions.
questions? All right, you rest.
Rest.
And does the state have anything else to offer?
Just to read some of his criminal history into the record, sir.
Okay.
In December 22nd of 2001, he was arrested for a Class B misdemeanor theft. He was given 12 months of probation. In October 22nd, of 2002, he was arrested for assault, bodily injury. There's no dispo information on that. October 16th of 2002, he was arrested for theft by check, $500 to $1,500, convicted and spent 120 days in jail. In January 27th of 2004, arrested for resisting arrest, spent 70 days in jail. July 13th of 2004, criminal trespass, 66 days. November 15th, 2005, criminal trespass, 66 days. Another criminal trespass in 2006, spent 45 days in jail. In 2007, he theft with a previous, but a Class B misdemeanor, so theft under $50 with a previous at that time, 27 days in jail. May 20th, 2007, theft of less than or equal to 1,500 with a previous state jail felony at that time, 159 days in jail. Another criminal trespass in 2007, 45 days in jail. January 15th, 2008, evading, Class B misdemeanor at that time, 96 days in jail. Another criminal trespass in 2008, 45 days in jail. In 2011, evading with a previous, and that 21, convicted of a lesser charge, 21 days in jail. And that's all I have.
Anything else?
No, the state rests and closes.
Any argument from the state?
Yes, Your Honor, we would object due to the charges and the criminal history of this defendant.
Yeah, I think the criminal history is too much, and I think also the living situation is a concern. I don't think this is the best bond for you, so I'm going to deny bond at this time. Good luck.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Go have a seat for me.
All right.
Okay.
My lawyer's not here.
You can walk.
There he is.
All right. Are you Mr. Is it Pivnik?
Yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor.
Right. And look, we have a bunch, it's all burglary of building charges, I believe. Is that right?
Yes,
Can
sir.
you hear me? Because I can't hear you.
I can hear you now.
I can hear.
Okay. Is there some way I can get on my phone? I had this trouble with one other hearing and obviously it wasn't that hearing, it was me. So is there some way I can do the volume on the phone?
Yeah.
I can't hear you, so it'll either be yes or no.
Yeah, probably, well, trying to think what we can do.
Call in from this one.
Yeah.
Connect from this one only.
Call, call 9
Okay.
7
I'm writing it down, Judge. I
7?
can hold it up.
972 548 3832.
Okay, give me just a
Oh.
second. I'm looking.
And Claudia just sent it too,
No pressure.
but Claudia is blocking the number.
You'll need to tell him you need to, else there's gonna be. Okay.
But he can't hear this.
Understand?
So-
He doesn't need to.
All right. I answer. Thank you.
Okay, Judge, is that you?
Yep.
All right, thank you for calling. I'll call my computer guy after the hearing.
We got to figure out a way to mute something.
He needs to mute his side from Zoom.
Yeah, you'll have to mute your side from Zoom.
Yes.
Okay, how's that?
That'll work.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Can you hear us and all that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let me turn the volume all the way up though. All right, and this is Mr. Pivnik.
Yes, Your Honor, it is. Excuse me.
And did you want to call your client to testify?
Yes, sir, I did.
Right. If you would raise your right hand and be sworn. You swear or affirm testimony about to give be truth, the whole truth, nothing but true stuff you got.
I do.
All right. And I do have a copy of the mental health assessment. I'll consider that for the purpose of this hearing. And you may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Pivnik, introduce yourself to the judge.
Judge, I'm Robert John Pivnick,
Okay.
62 years old.
Right? And you're aware of the fact that we're applying for a mental health bond this morning to allow you to be released from personal recognizance. Is that correct?
I am.
Okay, we visited previously and I explained to you that there's some topics that we need to address for the benefit of the judge at the hearing. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, the first one is transportation from jail. Do you have transportation from jail if the judge grants the bond?
I do. I do. My wife will pick
Tell the
me up.
judge what that transportation is.
My wife is going to pick
Okay.
me up.
She has her own car and you have your own truck. Is that correct?
Yes, I do.
And in the event that the judge grants the mental health bond today, have arrangements been made for your wife to pick you up at 7 o'clock tonight?
Yes, they have.
Okay. The next issue is a place to live. Do you have a place to live if you're released on personal recognizance?
I do. I do. It's my home of the last
That
7
place
years.
to live is.
Excuse me?
Tell the judge what your place to live is.
It's my home the last 7 years. It's in Richardson, Texas, 920 Meadowview Drive.
Okay, and that's in Richardson?
Yes.
Okay, and you live there with your wife when you're not in jail?
And my child.
All right. Now, in the event that you get out on a personal recognizance bond today for a mental health bond, do you have transportation to and from your mental health provider?
I do.
Okay, and I kind of cheated and gave the answer on that one. You have a truck, right, that runs and it's yours?
Yes. Paid for.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. How about a job? Do you have a job when you get out?
I do. I'm self-employed, but I'm going to go back to work for my Senego and Associates, somebody I worked for the last 5 years until January 6th of this year. Last year, excuse me.
What type of work do you do? Tell the judge about that.
I remodel homes. I do bathrooms, kitchens. I'm also a handyman on the weekends. And word of mouth has got me a lot of clients, but can't do anything in here for it.
Okay.
But I am
All right.
employed.
All right. Do you understand that in the event that the judge approves the mental health bond, you're going to have to conscientiously visit your mental health provider and do whatever services they require of you?
I need to, because I have some other depression coming on that I need addressed really soon.
All right. And do you understand that in the event that the judge orders any additional requirements, that if you don't do them, your bond will be lifted and you'll be back in jail?
I'm going to do it. I need help. I need help. I need mental help. I'm going to do it.
Okay.
Whatever it takes.
Your Honor, I'll pass the witness.
Any questions from the state?
Yes, sir. What kind of medication do you take, sir? If
I'm
any?
taking hydroxyzine. It's for anxieties, real bad, but it's not taken real good. And I've talked to them about the clinical depression I'm going through. It's pretty tough. It's hard to get through. I need to address this ASAP.
Do you have any like feelings of hopelessness or like you're going to hurt yourself due to the depression?
No, but it's almost debilitating, but no suicidal or homicidal or any hurt anybody. No thoughts like that. Not at all.
And you, just lost my train of thought. I'll pass a witness.
All right. Anything else from the defendant?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Anything else from the state?
Just to read the criminal history into the record, Your Honor.
Okay.
In February 8th of 1991, defendant was arrested for, wait, this might be a different person.
No, that's me.
Okay, for burglary of a building, received 10 years probation, was revoked and received 4 years TDC. Again, in August 26th of 1991, arrested for burglary of a building, received 4 years. In January of 2013, arrested for burglary of a building, spent 15 months in confinement. And that's all I have, Your Honor.
Okay. Anything else?
Less and close.
All right. Any argument from the state?
Your
Sure.
Honor, due to the current charged offenses and the criminal history being the exact same offenses, the state is going to oppose the issuance of a mental health PR bond.
Well, here's I think because it was so long ago, I'm gonna take that in consideration. I'm gonna go ahead and give you a shot at a mental health bond. You need to do what you say you're gonna do. You've got to
Yes.
get back on the medication. You've got to call Tony every week. You've got to come see me once a month. If you don't follow the rules, explicitly, then you'll go back to jail. Okay.
I'll be there. Your
Okay.
Honor, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I will be there.
Tony,
Every-
did you want to share anything, Tony?
Yes, Judge. Robert, my name's Tony. I'm going to be your caseworker. When you get released, you will find a folder in your property. And in that folder is going to be my card. Make sure you give me a call tomorrow to let me know that you made it out okay. And so we can discuss what you need to be doing, where you're going to do that, et cetera. Okay?
Absolutely. Absolutely, Tony. You will hear from me first thing in the morning. I've got a lot of things, a lot of bridges to mend, but you'll be the first one.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you, Your Honor.
Good luck. I'll see you probably next month sometime. Tony will let you know when to come see me, and then just make sure you call her every week. Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor, very much.
Good luck. Thank y'all.
Thank you, Judge.
See you later.
Thank you. I think I just shit myself. I'm joking. I'm just.
You're still on the microphone. Bye, Judge.
See you later.